changed up now because you may decide to go for superior strikes and try to keep the momentum going. First and 10. Flash the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stop short of the 35. After the pickup of 5, your second and 5. They'll drop to throw. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. This will be a game that's making steady progress downfield.
Bro, why didn't that fucking hit stick?
Just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Oh, damn!
His first touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as their own first here tonight. Gonzalez able to on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Hall. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They go right back to Singletary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A give, Singletary right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Devin Singletary, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
From the gun, it's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
7-7, our score after 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, bank at the 39-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll look to throw here. This one goes underneath to Walker. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play. Gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there. Took the hit. Dumped it out to the outside. And now they pick up some yardage. And you have a back that's grateful to you. And will continue to make plays.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, Paul. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hall. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DJ Jones. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Johnson's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Back to throw. Hall. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Off play action. Hall. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. This is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you think about the strong safety position, you know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll set up a throw. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Again, it's Walker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And he's got room. Touchdown, L.A. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good, and the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores, That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Hall throwing to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
72 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They're going right back to Walker. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buda Baker, the safety, He gets in from the secondary for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
On third down, they go with Singletary. Able to slither by. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
149 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Singletary again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Levante David in on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And a short gain here, down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.